Hello, everybody. Last episode, I said I'd probably just read the no drugs route on my own, and I did. But I think it's worth recording also. So, here we are, turning down drugs like I actually would in real life. I'm good.
Come on, man. Really?
Yes, really. I don't want none.
You sure?
Yeah, are you? It's right there, and you're turning it down like a wet blanket. Being a wet blanket isn't a bad thing. You can use them to put out fires. I'm sure.
Suit yourself.
Billy bends his back once more, snorting up the fattest line. Followed by the second. You're having 2 in a row!
Waste not, want not. Why, you changed your mind? I can rack up another.
No, it's... Don't worry about it. Billy takes the cards back in his pocket and pops the baggie shut.
Here you go.
He hands it to Joe.
Give Rise some if they change their mind.
Don't change your mind.
Right on.
Billy pushes past me, disappearing through the stall door.
Give it a minute. Looks weird if we all go out at once.
Come on. May as well have a little bump while you're here. You're a bit desperate, aren't you? Fine. Be boring. Go back to Sal and dob your mates in. It's not dobbing them in. It's looking out for them. They don't need looking out for. Everyone's an adult here. Start acting like one then.
Probably enough time now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you go first. I got a slash.
When I walk out, Billy chats with Ranzo by the bar as the last pint gets pulled.
What are you talking about? That shipwork's been doing you good. Look at them guns.
These? No, not really. It's all fluff. Billy grabs one of Ranzo's biceps, watching his thumb sink into the dense bed of fur.
There's a bit there.
Thanks.
Tell you what, why don't you come to the gym with me this week? Riley, you too.
Me?
You managed to ride today. You should have seen him, Rance.
That good, eh? He's exaggerating. I definitely need more work.
So it's a yes, then.
If I can find time. Is there even a good gym in town?
We'll make it work.
Billy picks up a couple of the pints from the bar, brushing past us back towards the booth.
I'll sort out a Plymouth.
What?
Time and place.
Ranzo takes 2 more pints in hand. I pick up 3 clear shots. Who ordered these? Billy did. So we need them for the game. We trail behind Billy. There's a shake to his step. Just a little, but enough to notice. His knee quivers between the clasps of his prosthetic, weight displaced away from it as soon as it lands. The left, bruised and bandaged, shrugs off the load as well. The responsibility of holding everything up is pushed back and forth between them. Billy, are you okay with those? I catch up to him, looking to take one of the drinks off of him, and then... It happens as if in slow motion. First, his right knee twists beneath itself. Then his other leg follows. Billy folds like a deck chair down to the floor, drinks and all. Billy! We all rush forward to catch him, but fittingly for Billy, we're not fast enough.
Billy! Oh my god, are you okay?
I kneel down, lifting Billy's arm from the river of broken glass. He tries to swat my hand away, but his movements are stiff and labored.
Billy?
Billy, did you bring your crutches with you? Do you need one of us to go and get them?
Crutches?
Oh, shit. Man, what happened?
He tripped. I knew I should have carried the drinks.
It's not your fault, Rans. Billy, can you stand up? Are you hurt? Billy stays on one knee, breathing slowly. Eyes half closed, unresponsive. Oh my god. Oh my god! Did he overdose? Is he dying? Joe squats down beside him, concerned but calm. Hey, man, take it easy. Take it easy? Take him to hospital! Sal shoots me a look, part question, part accusation. Before I can answer, someone else strides in. Miss Shofra, the pub landlady, stands over the pitiful scene. Her Milmaine accent grinds out from a gravelly throat. What's going on here, then? Somebody had too much to drink. Hey, Miss Shofra. Sorry about this. You don't need to call me Miss Joe. In fact, I thought it might have been you on the floor. You know the rules. If you had too much, go home. Tell her he's been doing ketamine. Tell her you need an ambulance. And risk getting Billy arrested? And a lifetime ban from the chariot? Billy, can you stand? Can you move? The chauffeur's tone changes as she spots the bandage on Billy's leg. Oh, bless. Already taken a tumble today, have we? Her eyes run the length of Billy's body, from the missing leg to his broad and chiseled chest, to the hairs on his chin. Well, if it ain't. Billy lifts his head a little to try and meet her gaze. You've sure changed a bit, haven't you? Yeah, it's called HRT. If you've got a problem with it, now's not the time. Just making an observation, Miss Rosevale. Don't mean nothing by it. She looks down at Billy with a raised brow. You could have paid old chauffeur a visit the years between. Young Joe sure did. I'll go get a mop and bucket for this mess. Get this one outside for rest, fresh air and all. Aranzo, can you help get him to his feet? Billy strains to shake his head. All right. Ranzo slings Billy's arm over his back, bracing his shoulder beneath him. Right, you get his other side. Hey, I can get him. No offense, Joe, but I don't think you got the bones for it. They're not actually hollow, you know. That's just a myth. I got him. I adopt the same position as Ranzo, taking Billy's weight across my back. All right, Billy, we're gonna get you up and move you outside, okay? On 3, okay? His head moves. A nod, I think. Okay, Ranzo. 1, 2, 3. We dredge Billy up, beer trickling from his knees. Bloody heck, you're not as light as you used to be. Billy gets a little lighter as he manages to support his own weight. Okay, we're gonna get you outside, Billy. Can you manage that? Billy nods again. This time it's a bit clearer. Right. Step 1, here we go. Billy rests on a bench outside the pub. He's able to hold himself up all right. He's kept company by Ranzo, Joe, and a fresh glass of water. The boys are all cracking jokes, keeping the mood light. Billy's reactions seem to be a little behind everyone else's. I stand down by the empty taxi rank with Sal, surveying the scene from out of earshot. Riley, be honest. I was gonna tell you in there. I just didn't want to say it in front of Miss Shofra. Fair. I think getting banned from the chariot would be the last straw for Joe. Could do him so good, though. She watches Billy natter with the guys, stretching his knee back and forth. A sigh escapes her, halfway between relief and exhaustion. He said it was from going too hard on the bike today. He's lying, right?
He's been doing ketamine.
Did you have any? No. Good.
You should let her know for the record. Joe had some as well. I think he's got the bag on him.
We should split them up. Otherwise, they'll go through all of it.
A distant laugh bellows from the three lads at the table. Glad to see he's fine, at least.
Is he? He told me I'd never see him like that again.
You've seen him like that before?
Yeah.
She hesitates, wondering whether to speak or not.
Fuck it. He broke his promise, I can break mine.
What promise? Her nostrils flare, hot breath pluming in the chilly air.
That he'd stay away from all that stuff.
And what did you promise?
That I wouldn't tell people about the times he took it too far. I came up to visit him a couple times. See the city, check out some studios, try and get some freelance work. He dragged me out to some club. It wasn't really my thing, but whatever. One night was enough, but then he went out again the next night, and the night after that.
Did you go with him?
Not those times, no. Maybe I should have.
How bad was it?
The second night, he came in around 5 a.m. with some of his friends. They made a racket doing lines of coke. Once they went home, he was restless, pacing around. He was tense, angry. Not at me, but it wasn't good to be around.
And the night after that?
Same story. They all came back late, then when the others left, Billy kept going. I heard him walking around, swearing, sounding panicked, so I went in. He was a mess, Riley. He was such a mess.
Tears dance on the edge of her eyes. Joe and Billy lazily shove each other around on the bench.
He was panicking. I thought he was having a heart attack.
Sounds scary.
It was. It wasn't any less scary the other times either.
How many times has it been? She doesn't answer. Instead, she keeps her eyes on Joe. He's shifting around, trying to dig something out of his pocket without looking too suspicious.
I've had enough of this.
Sal steps away from the railing, shoulders squared.
Great. You've dobbed them in and now everything's going to blow up.
You're now in conscript of Officer Sal's Empire of Order, her second in command. Sounds like it's about time, given the story she just told you. However, maybe a drunken argument isn't the best way to address things. As Sal begins her march towards the group, I catch her. Hey, Sal.
What?
We can go over all of this when everyone's sober. Let's focus on getting Billy home, okay? She stands mid-stride, chewing the thought.
You're right. Keep an eye out for a cab.
Sounds good. We walk back to the group, keeping things as calm as can be. As we approach, Billy starts to stand. Have a nice chat. Billy, you should keep resting. I'm fine now. It's worn off.
What's worn off?
It's only been 10 seconds and already she's going to blow things up. I send her a look from the corner of my eye. The kind she's usually on the other end of. He means the pain. Right, Billy? He takes a while to respond, his speech still slow and slurred. Yeah. We were just talking about going back to Billy's place. Want to come with? We can get some cans at the offie. Sal's face twists with concern, but instead of saying what's on her mind, she defers to the talking to me. Look at you, rising the ranks already. They can't go back to Billy's. He doesn't have his keys. How's Billy gonna get in without his keys? Forgot that. We can head to mine. You're in a studio flat, right? Yeah. Won't it be a bit cramped? We'll work it out when we get there. I send Sal the subtlest of glances. At least, you hope it's subtle. Billy, you can crash at ours. You can have my bed. Don't worry about me, Sal. Billy, you just collapsed at the bar. You're staying at ours. That wasn't... He studies my clenched jaw, my folded brow. His nose twitches. He knows you're doing him a solid. Fine. So you'll stay over? Yes. Let's go. He pushes away from the table, his knee trembling. I hold out my hand and grasp his forearm. Fuck me, it's firm. You're not walking up the hill. We're gonna wait for a cab. His voice comes out quiet and resigned. Come on, Rye. No, Billy. You're hurt. That won't persuade him. He needs an incentive. I glance at Ronzo, stood to the side, braced to leap forward and catch Billy if he falls. You want me and Ronzo to come to the gym tomorrow, right? Yeah. Then you've got to rest first, okay? His eyes stay locked to mine. He knows what you're doing. But he knows that saying anything about it in front of Sal is going to cause a scene. You've played this very well, all things considered. He slumps back down onto the bench, slowly drumming his foot on the patio tiles. Crisis averted. It's all coming down. Calming down. Even Sal is happy with the turnout. You sure you don't want to come back to mine? Billy strokes his temples, squinting down at the table. Nah. You still down for it, Ranzo? I think the mood's gone for it. Sorry. Of course you don't want to. What's that mean? Joe's feathers bunch up around the back of his head. His shoulders raise. He turns two wounded eyes to Sal. His feathers unruffle as he brings a taloned hand up to pick under the collar of his sweater. Fine. Joe? Just leave it, man. Joe doesn't explode. There's no argument. No big falling out. He just turns and quietly leaves. Hang on. What's going on? Why'd he go all weird and quiet? He's sulking. A petulant man-child denied his selfish playtime. I'm gonna go talk to him. Talk to him about what? Was it something someone said? Was it something you said? No. And do you know why? Because you did the right thing. Do you think talking's gonna help at this point? Her eyes dart between Ranzo and me, then retreat on the floor. Sorry, I gotta sort this out. Can you two get Billy up to ours? Sure. No problem. Thank you. As Ranzo takes a seat across from Billy and me, Sal turns and power walks along the harbor wall, trailing Joe's sullen steps. Okay. Maybe things aren't completely fine, but it could have gone a lot worse. Billy keeps his head down. He's breathing slowly. You all right there? Yep. We'll get you some more water when we get in. Sal's distant footsteps fade into the dark of the harbor. Then they return. They're faster, heavier. angrier. I take my eyes off Billy to see a figure loping down the hill. They're not Sal's footsteps at all. The flash of a red raincoat, flapping with rage in the wind. Billy looks up too. Shit. A clawed hand shakes the table, one gold eye piercing the night, her voice rocketing out from under her hood.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Eliza, what are you doing here?
I'll talk to you later, Dan.
She digs into her pocket, grasping a baggie of yellow pills. She dashes them onto the table with such force that two of them crumble along pre-marked lines.
What the fuck is this, Billy? Tell me.
Billy remains calm and quiet, his hands pulling the skin on his face taut. Pills.
Well done, Billy. And what's this?
She throws down 3 bags of powder. Unlike the grayish crystals he was chopping up earlier, the contents look like thick clumps of chalky snow. Billy's head tips further into its stoop, words dribbling out the side of his mouth. Fuck's sake. Is that... The black claw of her fingertip twists into the table, making her point as she whispers through bared teeth.
How much is in here? 5 grams?
Billy's response is still hazy and delayed. He sniffs, pinches the skin on his cheek, and pulls his face up to finally greet Eliza's. The words come out with a labored grunt. 7. I'm sorry, who bought this?
None of yours, shithead.
Lee did.
Oh, that wake you up, did it?
Piss off.
I'll piss off when you give back the money.
Billy folds his arms on the table, opening his eyes as far as they can towards the wolf. I don't do refunds, Liz.
You got terms of service now, do you? What do they say about me taking this to the police instead?
Go on, then. Tell him your boyfriend bought a couple 8 balls and some pingers. Sure, that'll go down well. Eliza presses into the table with a creak, her back forming an arch.
He's an addict, Billy. What's wrong with you?
Lee's an addict? He always was a bit eager. He's a big boy, Liz. His money, his choice.
He didn't use his own money. He took it out of the till.
From behind the bar?
I told you to shut it.
God, she's scary. Look, he gives me cash. I assume he's good for it. I didn't know. He leans back, letting his fingers trail along the old wood table. It's not my problem. Eliza stays bent over the table, her shoulders hunched, her snout pointed to Billy's like an arrow about to fire. A dry chuckle scrapes from her throat.
You're a real piece of shit, you know that, Billy. Is this what you're doing now? You bring this dirt down here, rub it under the nose of people who can't say no. When I found that first bag, I thought, Billy's a dickhead, but he wouldn't do that. Then I found another bag, and another. Always around the times you came back to visit. After knowing me for 15 fucking years. After knowing the ways this place grinds people down. After all the times I had your back. But I guess that's all anyone here is to you now, isn't it? Just another business opportunity.
The skin on her snout wrinkles into crumpled velvet. Her lips peel back over blood-red gums.
You're a fucking leech.
Billy is hunched and frozen gargoyle. his eyes held up only by Eliza's unflinching ire. He knows he's done something wrong and has been caught out, but he's too stubborn to acknowledge that. Ranzo, too, is petrified. He may as well be behind a window of bulletproof glass. He doesn't want to acknowledge any of it either. And if this blows up any further, he'll use the smoke as cover to flee. Eliza holds everything still with an iron grip. Even her own ragged breath doesn't shake her. Yeah, you've seen what she's like when she has a score to settle. She won't back down even if it means mutually assured destruction. It's now that I realize I've been stood just as still. A passive observer at the edge of a crumbling dam. You could run. You could strike out. It's coming down anyway. Or you could give it one last shot. Do the right thing. Eliza's jaw starts to open. Whether it's to form a word or bite Billy's head off could be anyone's guess. Say something. Give her the money, Billy. What? Just give it to her. She gave back the stuff. Lee doesn't want it. You get the feeling that Lee does, in fact, want it quite a lot. A betrayed Billy glares up from the pit of defeat. He makes a silent bargain that falls on deaf ears. His shoulders slump. His hand creeps into his pocket. He pulls out his ransom. Bleed an L. A wad of notes is held above the table in surrender. Oh my god, there must be like $1,000 there. Or more. Like a viper, Eliza snatches the money from Billy's stiff digits. She steps back, stuffing her quarry safely into the PVC pocket of her overcoat. Without saying a word, she rents her glare off of Billy and onto me. The look lingers. This is the point where she would say something to twist that burning hand in your gut. But she doesn't. She leaves. She's satisfied. At least, as satisfied as it's possible for her to be. Well, she should be satisfied. She got the money. But it came with the confirmation of what she'd feared. She could have kept her nose out. You could have kept your nose out too, but it's too late for that now, isn't it? A taxi finally rounds the bend. The extraction chopper is here, just in time. Oh, I'll get that. Renzo moves for the first time in minutes, scrambling over to the driver's side window. Billy stays stationary, wallowing in his defeat. I sweep the baggies off the table into my pockets. Heavy. Billy scowls up, but doesn't have the energy to protest. Let's get home. I hold out my hand to him to help him stand. His arms stay crossed on the table. He doesn't want your help. He doesn't need your help. At least that's how he wants to feel. I know what you're gonna say. I keep my hand out. He grabs my wrist. I grab his and pull. The stairs to the flat feel steeper than ever. Each of Billy's steps stiff and forced. I climb ahead, my hand guiding him, while Ranzo trails meekly behind. When we reach the top, a collective weight is lifted. How you feeling? Hang on. Ranzo heaves himself up the last step, hanging his cap on the railing. Billy stumbles forward across the room. Before I can reach out to steady him, he slumps down on the sofa. No, Billy, get in Sal's bed. I'm fine here. His legs dangle off this end of the sofa. You can't be comfortable there. I think he's good there, Rye. I'm not carrying him again. Come on, Billy. You should at least get your leg off. Weird thing to say. He grunts, attempting a sit-up, reaching for the straps around his thigh and calf. I can see the effort in every movement. Those lines must have been strong. It's not just the lines. The bike ride, the fall, the recovery. And then getting an earful from Eliza? That's enough to wear anyone out. Renzo, can you grab the bedding from mine and Sal's rooms? From both rooms. Yeah. Can you... Billy gives me a reluctant look, tilting his head to his leg. Sure. Hang on. Just give it a pull. Billy's muscles quiver as the straps fall away. A long groan creaks from him like steam from a pressure valve. That must feel good. Or the opposite. His skin puckers in deep tire tracks where the straps were pressing in. The fur there is flat and shiny, even worn down to the point of balding in some spots. God, Billy, this looks rough. His hand shoos away my concerns, falling limp from the edge of the sofa. Are you meant to wear this all day? Here you go. Renzo returns with a duvet under each arm. Thanks. I take a set off him, pulling a sheet over Billy and making sure his neck's supported. Oh, you can tell he hates this. It's for his own good. What do you want me to do with this other one? Pass it here. Renzo gives me a look of amusement, along with the sheets. Placing Billy's leg on the coffee table, I take the duvet from Renzo and lay it out on the floor. I'm sleeping out here. Why? I throw down a couple of pillows and walk over to the kitchenette, beckoning Renzo to follow. As he joins me, I take out a glass for Billy. I whisper to Renzo under the sound of the running tap. I want to keep an eye on him. Why? He's been doing ketamine all night. That's why he collapsed. He's on drugs. I stare at Renzo, dumbstruck. Were you not there for that whole thing with Eliza? Barely. He just sat there like a lemon. Right. Of course. Yeah. You could have said something, you know. What should I say? I don't know, but she's your cousin. And she hates me. Understandably so. An eye for an eye. She hated you before that. Just... never mind. I bring the water over to the couch with Renzo in tow. Billy's eyes are shut, ears flopping limply over their armrest. At least he seems to be okay. I'm not sure that he is. Billy's snoring is as coarse as the stuff that went up his nose. It's probably still up there. Maybe you should rinse it out. No. Poking around in Billy's nose holes is definitely crossing a line. I place the water down on the table for when he wakes up. Renzo's eyes snap away from mine as I slip my sweater off over my head. Where are you going? Oh, I thought I'd... you know. He points a thumb towards the stairs. Big day tomorrow? I slide my trousers off one leg at a time. What's on tomorrow? You know, family stuff. I fold the trousers neatly over the back of the chair. I think Sal has some spare sheets. You sure? Yeah. Well, I can make my way back. Tonight's just been, worrying. Intense. A fucking nightmare. It's fine. Good night, Ry. Good night, Riley. Just as swiftly as he fled from the Battle of Eliza, Renzo makes his evacuation down the stairs. Wait, Ronzo, you forgot your... I fall back from my sitting position, the pillows puffing out behind my head. I lay on my side to face Billy. His shoulders rise and fall. His fingers hang limp, almost touching the floor. You screwed this all up, didn't you? You should have just let everyone have fun. No, imagine what might have happened if you didn't intervene. Yeah, imagine if you took that stuff. If it was enough to knock Billy out, you'd have stood no chance. Maybe he still has some. Maybe you could try it now. No! No more substances for anyone. My thoughts are always too loud at night. Maybe that's why I can never sleep. I roll onto my back. Could always call up Graham. Or take a lucky dip on a faceless profile. See if they have a car. Everyone has a car around here. Except you. Why is it always out there, with strange men in the middle of nowhere? Men who have something to hide. Men who keep you a secret. Men who might snap in desperation. Because you like that. The bed sheets dig at my shoulders. I think about shifting back onto my side. I decide to stay as I am. I try to think of other things. Things above me. The lampshade that needs dusting. The paint that doesn't mask the plaster. That big crack running up the wall. This isn't helping one bit. It's all just a distraction. A distraction from that repeating question. What do you want? I want certainty, understanding, judgment. I want a ground to walk on, a sky to fly in, a sea to drown in. I want to know I'm like this. You do know. Somewhere. Once again, the hand in my stomach starts to burn and twist. Once again, I feel as though I'm crystallizing. Once again, I feel my shoulders softly pinch. But with this comes the realization. It isn't unexpected. It doesn't intrude on me from somewhere else. It's a feeling I've always known. It's buried under nerve and instinct. In pages burned at the bottom of the sea. It's somewhere deep below the tangle. It's you. It's us. It's me. And there we go. I had to way slow down the text speed to do that part because it just goes. Yeah, there's the no drugs route. Get to see the shit that Billy's up to more. Dawntide is fun. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably do Ranzo and Griff's chapter 2s at some point, but maybe not right now. Maybe I'll hop over. I need to do Glory Hounds. Yeah. Should have done it when I had free time and the Patreon thing was out. Whatever. Anyway. Hope you like this one. And I'm interested to see how, whenever this ends up looping back around to get chapter 3, how this split between doing drugs and not doing drugs works out. Like, is that a full two routes in the route? I guess we'll find out. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.